Hi everyone, my name is Oriah. I'm an intuitive empath, and my husband and I, who's a psychic medium and trance channel, have been serving the community for over a decade in the greater Los Angeles area and worldwide, online and in person, with psychic events, trance channeling events, shamanic healing, group sessions, you name it, we have done it, and we continue to do it. And we have something very special for you in 2023, because this year has really gotten people's attention. And this year, people are starting to realize that they need to make changes in their life, internal changes that will prepare them and set them up for a better and more peaceful future. And a lot of people are hitting their walls, hitting their wits' end. And we are so happy and pleased that we're able to bring you such extensive and detailed workshops for the year of 2023. And we are calling this our spiritual toolkit for 2023. I myself, Oriah, have been helping and guiding and teaching for over 20 years. I've been a life coach. I'm an intuitive empath. I'm a shaman. I have been helping men, women, and children get through the hardest of times. I work one-on-one and on group sessions by phone and by Zoom, you name it. So what I'm here to offer you is something that might just be the ticket to change your life forever. These are 5 exciting workshops. I am going to be leading them. They're 2 hours each. They're going to be in LA, and they are going to be 2 workshops in a day. So this is an intensive. So let me go through the list with you. So day 1, and these are going to be separate days that are not going to be connected. So it's not going to be one day after another. So day 1, I'm going to be offering keeping a higher vibration. So a lot of people want to know how to just have a higher vibration. So what happens if you discover that you can actually attain a higher vibration? But how do you keep it? Especially in the world we live in today with what you hear on the news. And if you do not listen to the news, just what you see in your daily life, you probably understand exactly what I'm talking about, how to keep your peaceful high vibration authentically, easily, casually, calmly, and peacefully, so you do not get thrown off center. And God knows, in all my years of helping people, I have been thrown off center many times. I'm a mother of 5 children. I've been through everything you can imagine. So let's go on to second workshop, surviving trauma. So how can I talk about surviving trauma in 2 hours? Well, obviously it can take people decades to unravel and solve and heal their trauma. I have helped people through it. I have myself been through it, and I've helped my own children through it. So I know that this is not a 2-hour session, but what this can do is set you up properly. I can actually give you the tools and the perspective, the new way of looking at your life, yourself, and the way you have created your life, the idea that you have even created your life. And I can help you, guide you through the process of learning how to get control of your pain, in your pain body, in your trauma that you're experiencing maybe currently or going through triggers throughout the day, and you have not resolved your stories of pain. And if it's manifested into illness, that's even better, because we can nip it in the bud and start the process of reversing this pain. And you need to start at the bare basics, and I am the person to talk to about that. I have helped many people from the beginning stages and help them really understand. And if you're more advanced in this area, I might be able to give you some tips and tools that maybe you have never experienced or have gotten from any other healer, and I would be very glad to help you with that. Okay, let's go on to workshop 3, healing family wounds. Okay, I'm a brave soul, right? To get into that, especially around the holidays. Although my workshop is going to be in the new year, keep in mind that just knowing that you've signed up for a course, that you are actually going to start going into your family trauma. This can include day-to-day interactions that are on the most mundane level that get on your nerves, or it can be at the deepest core level where you're having social anxiety, you can no longer visit or have fun with your family, or maybe you just don't know how to interact anymore, or maybe you're going through a major life change, a breakthrough. Maybe you're having your big spiritual awakening and your family has no idea how to handle it, what it is, and what's wrong with you. And maybe you think there's something wrong with you, but maybe you're realizing that you're just starting to wake up and realize that there's more to this life than you thought. There's many ways to approach family trauma. So remember, everything that we're doing, the core of what we're doing is to regain center, regain balance, find stillness, find your truth. It is not something to memorize. It's not a organized type of religious type of behavior. It's not something you have to scratch off a list and say, okay, I learned that now. This is more ontological, which means the being. It's the study of the being. It's learning how to be. It's learning how to read your being, learning how to be in your body, learning how to breathe in your body, learning how to interact with the world, interact with your environment, learning how to breathe in life, learning how to receive, learning how not to resist, learning to use your pain and suffering to understand the teachings behind it, learning to slow down, and the list goes on and on. Obviously, there's thousands of courses you can take on this subject, so consider this workshop a crash course. This is an intensive, so I go over a lot of the key points, and I teach you a lot of things that maybe you didn't or did not know that can really, really change your life while you're just sitting there in the chair. It can happen that fast. You can have a transformation that can occur instantly. So there's faster ways that you can get around things, key things like not resisting things, learning to accept things, learning to understand the higher purpose of things, learning to let go of your death grip on things, learning to understand the deeper meaning to things. There's all these little caveats and little small areas, gray areas, things you've never looked at before that I have spent decades inside of, knee deep, elbow deep, helping people, helping myself, being guided with spirit guides, channeling through my husband, having my own intuition and my own ability to communicate, and being able to connect the dots and really learn how to create a beautiful, wonderful, and powerful world for myself. And it was not easy. And I did not have an easy childhood, and I did not come from an easy life. And so everything I earned step by step, I'm here to actually guide you and help you in these areas that I have worked so hard to get through myself. And I don't pass anything on to anyone unless I have absolutely lived it, tried and true. And you know, Tauruses are a little bit lazy, so I don't want to work too hard. And if I have to work too hard, to me, it's not real. It has to be real, has to be authentic. I have to feel it, has to feel good, and I have to be able to use it in my real world. I have a 16-year-old, an 18-year-old, a 25-year-old, a 29-year-old, and a 30-year-old. So there's no room for me to be in La La Land all day long. It's fun to visit, but I have to be grounded. And it's really important because I run a business, I have a family, I have a marriage, and I have a life that I have to live, and also I want to live. And I have all these resources around me, and I have the ability to make things happen, but I had to learn how to do it. And you can't blame your parents, you can't blame society, you can't blame your religion, you can't blame your upbringing, because what good is it to look back into your life and see that you didn't get what you wanted? Okay, we all have that story. So it's how to create now. It's how to start over. It's how to find fresh new starts. It's how to look at things from a different perspective while healing your past, while acknowledging your past. It's not that you turn away from it and pretend it didn't happen. You actually feel everything. But the second you feel it, you go into understanding it. You don't want to spend too long feeling sorry for yourself because everybody knows, and if you don't know, you'll hear it again. It's a trap. It is a spiral downward and it never ends. Trust me on this. I've done enough shamanic journeys myself to tell you that it doesn't matter how deep you go into feeling sorry for yourself, you will never get to the end of it and you will never find the resolve there. It's literally in the reverse of that. It's literally you coming out of that and looking at the power behind the decision, the choices, the co-creation of you and everyone else involved. So let's get to the fourth workshop, Surviving as an Empath in 2023. Boy, this is going to be a fun-filled class. So first of all, if you don't know what an empath is, it's just somebody who's extremely sensitive to everything. You feel everything. Now, when you're little, when this happens, you think it's normal. When you get older, you start to realize there's a problem. You either try to shut it down with drugs, alcohol, addictions, whatever you can to numb yourself out. If you do go through that route, which is what I did, or if you go through the route of hiding away and not coming out of the house and just like locking yourself somewhere that nobody can touch you, you know, that is one way of doing it. But if you would like to live this life to its fullest and you would like to enjoy why you're here, enjoy this planet because you came here, so you might as well enjoy it, you need to understand how to use your empathic abilities. You need to learn how to breathe into, expel out of, use and create and develop and dive into this superhero quality, okay? This is your superpower. If you're empathic, you can heal others. So imagine how many sensitive people are on the planet right now. There's so many. And a lot of people don't know that they actually can turn that around and become actual healers. You can actually help people. But, you know, we don't realize that because you feel like a victim most of the time, or you feel just terrified because this world is so, I don't want to say insane, but it's intense, okay? So you just have a way. So when you're empathic, you just receive everything like a sponge. So there's a way to protect yourself. There's a way to harness your energies. There's a way to create boundaries. There's a way to use your abilities. There's a way to process. And I've had to learn all of this by myself. I'm an only child, so no older brothers and sisters to guide me. Parents were not really hands-on and didn't have a lot of information. So I really had to learn a lot on my own. I learned the hard way as a young mom, going through a lot of marriages. And then finally, thankfully, I'm with the husband that I love for life and I'm here forever. And so in this space, I have learned to spread my wings. I have learned to dive in deep into my core and find my truth of how I can help people. It is the hardest thing in the world to admit that you are human like everyone else, and yet you can help everybody through their humanness. Everybody wants to be the superpower superhero with all the answers. I'm never going to say I have all the answers. What I'm going to say is I have walked the path that many have walked, and I have taken the time to understand why things happen. I have taken the time to dive deep. I have taken the time to understand why there's so much pain, why there's so much suffering, why am I so sensitive, why can't I have a normal conversation with people, what is the problem? And I have unpacked, unraveled, deep dived into the microcosms to understand my cosmic self, my human self, to share and pass on this information and this wisdom, this knowledge that I have. I'm happy that I can tell you I don't know everything. And I love that I can say that. I don't want to be like everyone else and tell you that I have the answers to the universe, because that is not reality. I like reality. I like being here. I like talking about what is real day to day with your relationships, your friendships, your relationships with partners, your relationships with your children. I like talking about how you can create your own life, your own desires, your own hobbies and skills and talents, how you can get out into the world, how you can play, be yourself, how you can come out, how you can heal. I like talking about 3D reality in the most cosmic, metaphysical way you can. So as you can see, I get really excited about these topics, and you will be in for a treat in these workshops because I do not hold back. And those who know me know I go all in. So this is going to be a really fun workshop. There's going to be a lot of deep diving. There's a lot of laughter. There's a lot of introspection. You have to bring your notepad, plenty of water, bring lunch. There's a lunch break for a few hours in between sessions. So there's 2-hour sessions in the beginning of the day and 2-hour sessions in the evening. And I will repeat that on a separate day. So please join me on the 4 workshops and 1 bonus workshop. And if you are out of town, this will be recorded so you can buy this workshop. But this is going to get you started for 2023. This is your toolkit. This is your spiritual toolkit. I'm teaching the course. And if you go to our website, you will see not only am I doing this course, but we are also offering more things for this rollout for 2023, the spiritual toolkit for 2023. So my husband Riz Mirza is also offering his soul path psychic readings. And also we are in the process of creating a couples retreat in Ojai. This is not solidified yet, but it's in the beginning process. If you are interested, please reach out to us to be a part of that. It's for the weekend. It's in February of 2023, and Riz and I will be leading it. If you would like more information, please contact me. You can reach me at info@rizmirza.com, and I'll put that right here. And hey, you have one shot at this life, and you might as well try everything. And so why not give it a shot to try to make 2023 bigger, better, and different than 2022. Let's see if we can raise our vibration and really take our life back and become who we really want to become authentically, and love the process, love yourself, love life, and not fake it. So you might as well learn it, understand the process of self-creation, understand what it means to be empowered, self-aware. What is this term woke? What does it mean to be awakened? What does this all mean? This is a great time to be introspective. And so please join me, and I'll be so happy to guide you into 2023. Thank you so much.